Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today you guys from our friends at Hunkydory Crafts, I have a great collection of foiled patterned stepper cards, and these have a square piece right here, perfect for displaying all of your favorite card making goodies. This is our giveaway card for this episode, so if you stick around, you'll learn how one lucky viewer can win this card to keep or share with a friend. So come play with us. All right, you guys, let's take a peek through all these different colors and patterns. You're getting 16 cards and envelopes. These envelopes are quite large. Look at that, okay? So if you have a problem with, mailing large envelopes because of the postage costs, maybe these could be great for hand delivery because we are going to put a lot of dimension on these. All right, so you're getting beautiful, oops. This one, there's several different patterns on these and then a different color for each one. So pink with these beautiful little leaves. And I'm going to tell you how to fold these when we get done here. This one's got all these little polka dots on it. They're small, medium, and large polka dots. And then in yellow, and then a beautiful forest green, beautiful rich purple. And then this one has a great wood grain on it. Great for those outdoor and masculine cards. And then beautiful, kind of a, not really an ivory, it's more like a sand color. Beautiful light blue, white, and then an angled stripe. They're all going this way in case the camera's not picking that up. There we go. Red, black, really pretty, kind of a teal or aqua blue, and then a royal blue. And then beautiful dark green for the leaves again. It's a buttery yellow and a really nice sage green. All right, so let's take a look at how to fold these, in case you're not familiar. So stepper cards, they come already die cut. They're ready to go here. You just have to do a little bit of a folding. So this is what I do first. I start with the top here, and I just fold this like this, right? You're not going to hurt anything if they bow out. All right, and then I go ahead and I fold these like this. And then we're doing a series of like mountain folds and valley folds. So just like this, and then like this. So we're gonna end up like this. And then I'm gonna go over on this side. Okay, so we've already got this one. And then you're just kind of accordion folding really, like that. They're really simple to put together. Go like this, and then I'd say a crucial thing to do is to use a bone folder or a butter knife and go over those fold lines. Really crease those because it's going to keep this from like splaying out so much when you are displaying your cards or the recipient. And even go on the inside and really fold those well. Just like this. And then we're doing the same. And I just noticed they just stand up a little better. There we go. See, they don't pop up nearly as much. And then they'd have that right posture. All right, so let's take a look at this card that I made. Before I tell you all about it, I'm going to tell you how our giveaways work. So every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of our webisodes, we do a card giveaway. It's over on our YouTube channel because we're trying to promote Paper Wishes YouTube channel. So if you're watching us on our webisode page, we ask that you make this screen large, and right down below you should see a YouTube icon. If you click on that, it'll take you right over to our Paper Wishes YouTube channel. We ask that you subscribe and that you give this video a thumbs up, you like it, and also leave us a comment. And then after about a week, we'll reply to one lucky winner's comment with congratulations, and we will identify that lucky winner by using their YouTube username in our comment. So you do have to know your YouTube username, and that is the name that pops up when you leave a comment. If you go back and look at the comments, you'll see your comment and you'll see your YouTube username there. It's also a good idea to hit that notification bell so that you know when we're announcing card winners and when we have new videos that come up. All right, you guys, so the first thing I used for this is the beautiful new collection of watercolor wildflowers. Now I didn't use much paper on this because of all the beautiful pattern and foiling on the card, but I did die cut a little circle here to put on top of this little 4-inch paper doily, which I love using the circles against this square background, okay? So first off, we're just gluing a paper doily on there. There's about 20 of these in a package. And then I took our beautiful watercolor wildflowers and I used this sort of blue that was on the top of one of these 6x6 papers, and I die cut that using a circle, okay? I use this one right here. So once I got the circle glued to the doily, then I went and I got these beautiful coordinating chipboard pieces. And then I like to color these while they're embedded in the chipboard, and then I pop them out. I find that when I'm just coloring on there, I can be a little less precise. I can kind of get a little more wild, and when I pop them out, I haven't missed any spots. Anyway, they just get popped out, and the colors I used for these two right here, I left the petals that natural color, and then I just used a pale pink tri-blend marker and just colored the tips of the petals. And in the center part, I just used citrus yellow. Then I also used citrus yellow on the petals of these flowers. And then in the center, I used coral, okay, and colored them. If you're not familiar with our tri-blend markers, they are 3 pens in one. So there's 3 different colors going on here in one pen. And so I started off by coloring the side of the flower, that dark coral, and then I just colored the rest of it with the light color, and it gives a really nice shading effect. Then I used dull green, which is my favorite color of green for these pens, to do all the stems. And then I just put a little cluster right there, a little bow using a little bit of my favorite gingham ribbon. I am a gingham girl, and that's always nice to add. So once I got that done, then I was able to do the little ones on the side. So use the same colors of pins, okay? So this one, oh, my little piece broke off. If you ever have that happen and a piece of your chipboard, because they are really finely detailed, what I like to do is just go ahead and take our little glue bottles. This has got Cosmic Shimmer glue in it, and I just put it right back on there. So it's absolutely not a problem. There we go. It'll just dry really nicely. Okay, so then I went ahead and colored these and then glued those on, the little butterfly. And then this piece right here, this is actually this vine, and I just wanted a little short piece to put here. So I took my tiny scissors and I cut it right about here, glued one piece here, and another piece is just kind of coming out right here, okay? Foam taped the little greeting that's the cutout from the 6x6 paper pack. And then you guys, along the bottom and the top, I added, oh, I have to get my little needle back in my bottle here or it'll clog. If you know, you know, that's important. All right, so then I took our brand new, have you guys seen these? These are beautiful little oval shaped jewel border dazzle stickers. They're amazing. Our manufacturer is in Holland. They're called Yay. So we're calling these just Yay peel off stickers. And it comes in a package with all these colors, but look at the shape. Let's see if we can zoom in on this, Jeanette. Look at the shape of these. They're little oval jewels with a tiny little circle in between them, okay? Look at that, there you go. They're so delicate, and they're like unlike any other of the borders that we have. I highly recommend. They also come in several different packs, so I'll link those down below the video as well. But I got the one that's the colorful mix. And so it's got teal, purple, pink, dark blue, red, and green. And the green color is awesome. It's like this limey color green, so love it. Definitely check these out, you guys. I have been having a lot of fun playing with those. And then finally, because you know I got to put a butterfly on it, I have gold pearl butterfly dazzle stickers. And I just added those right here and among all the little flowers. So yeah, this is going to be our giveaway, you guys. And when you open that up, you put your little message in there and then your recipient. What I love about these is when they take them out of the envelope, there's nothing for them to figure out how to open or pull or do or prop. They just, boom, they're just like this and they look pretty sitting there. Big fan of the stepper card. Okay, so the next one, you guys, this one, I wanted to do something a little bit different and show you that you could kind of go out of the edges of these, because this is all going to fit inside this envelope right here. So you can go all the way and take up this space on the sides and get a little bit more room. So you're breaking out of the box, okay, that square box. So for this one, I used Botanical Library 12 by 12 patterned cardstock, and it's got all these fantastic labels and tags in here. So this is just perfect. So I started off with one of the labels, but I did cut this one down. It was very rectangular. I cut this one down to a square, and then I had to go back and ink the edges of those because I cut off the top and the bottom, and then glued that to the card front. And then this one is one of the little tags, inked the edges of that, then foam taped that right there. And then this one was actually a cutout from the Greetings collection, and it was just a plain little one with a big thick border on it, but that border made it too large. So I just cut this one down with my paper trimmer, inked the edges of that, put purple Jewel Dazzle stickers, here we go, along the bottom edge of all of these. And then you'll notice right here some little 3D beads on there. Well, I used caviar beads. You know what? I forgot to grab these. I have them in black for another card, but the ones I got are these deep red, and I'll list them down below. I'm sorry I forgot to grab them. But what we do is we like to use E6000. We recommend using E6000, which is this amazing, like, I mean, I use this stuff to fix my shoes. This stuff is amazing. Like, my sole was breaking off of one of my favorite pairs of shoes, so I got my E6000 out and fixed it. This stuff it's like a household repair glue, okay? We use it on here to keep these beads on when you're mailing them, okay? They won't, if you use this, they will not come off when you mail. That's amazing. Now, if you're hand delivering a card, you can just use your regular Cosmic Shimmer glue and they're not gonna fall off. Debbie and I do that all the time when you're just hand delivering. But if you're mailing, use something super strong, okay? So anyway, the red ones are so pretty, you guys, and I'll list them down below. And you just, what I like to do is take a toothpick or even list a little pokey tool, and then just take some of that E6000 and just put a little blob on the center of the flowers, and then literally you're just taking and sprinkling on some of these little caviar beads, and then just pressing them down, let them dry, and they're not gonna go anywhere. Put a little bit more of that gingham ribbon at the top here, and then this Sending Smiles is a cutout from the paper pack, and I foam taped that right there. Okay, next one. All right, so this one, you guys, is that wood grain on the brown. All right, so for this, I use some paper towel. If you're not familiar with paper towel, it's 3D and they're die cut. And you just, let's open this up. You just pop them out and they're already die cut, really super to use. And then you're gonna use a little bit of foam tape. And we have a giant wheel of foam tape that we love to use because it lasts forever, that I like to use with this. And I'll list all of these items down below the video on Paper Wishes webisode page. And you just pop these out, and then they're all numbered 1, 2, 3, and you put the foam tape between each layer. The instructions are right here. So for this one, I took this beautiful border right here. It has extra pieces for layering, and I just trimmed it down right here so that it would fit across the top. I added a little red Script Greeting Dazzle sticker. It says hello. They come in this 3-pack. And they're all different greetings, but they're all this wonderful, happy red color. And so they're a really nice collection. So just added that right there. This one, this little like button card, which I think is so cute, layered the pieces there and then foam taped that here. And then these beautiful little stickers right here come from, this is a new one for us. This is our white doily stickers for Dazzle stickers. They're beautiful, you guys. They just peel off so nicely. Well, I took the borders from that and I put this across. Now, these borders are shorter than the card. Did I tell you guys what the dimensions of these cards are? I don't think I did. So this is almost 8 inches. It's like 7 7/8 by 4 7/8 inch tall, right? So these two lace borders are a little small, so I went ahead and put one down, and then I took a piece of the other border and I literally just, lined up the pattern and then continued across. And then all the small little doilies are there, and then these little red hearts are from that pack of red script greeting dazzle stickers in there. So yeah, this one was super fun, and I think how fun for summer. Cute. Right, so let's see, we're getting to our last one. Where is the last? Oh yeah, oh wow, I buried it. Here we go. So this one with that beautiful dark green and the leaf pattern, and I used our really beautiful gold pearl roses dazzle stickers, okay? And I used, let's see if I can show you the one I used right here, used this one. The gold pearl is so nice, it peels off so easily and gives you kind of a little bit of a firmer background. And then I backed it with, this is magenta, magnificent magenta mirror cardstock. Okay, it's a really nice hot pink. And the frame that's around here are these beautiful little, they're paper frames and they're all square, which is so nice because they fit beautifully on this square piece. On this one, I put it on point and I colored the surface of it with our gold ink pad. Okay, and I'm going to show you how I did that really quickly. I just used the surface of the ink pad, grab my craft mat. All right, and I'm just taking the surface of it and just literally dragging it across this embossed paper frame. So it's just, you could do this with any color, but I really like the shimmer of the gold. And then it's picking up that embossed, and then it's also coloring that background in a really nice, easy way. So that's what I did here. And then I backed my beautiful little rose using that magenta. And I want to show you, if you're new to backing dazzle stickers, if you're new to dazzle stickers, if you go to our Paper Wishes homepage and scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll see a link that says 101. And it's all of our little crafting videos that give you sort of basic instructions. And one of them is Dazzles 101. And it shows you some of our little tricks that we use when working with dazzle. So I'm just going to peel this smaller rose off. You'll see it's got the leaves and the rose. And I'm just going to take a scrap of this. And what I like to do is just put it just like this. Actually, let's put it over here because it's got a cut. And then you're not going to press it down. You're just barely laying it there. And then you're going to take some tiny scissors. This is crucial because you cannot do this well if you're using big chunky scissors. I like to just lift up these leaves. And we're just going to lift them up and we're just going to cut under them. Okay, just like that. And we're going to just go around the edge of the dazzle sticker. And it does not have to be perfect. When you cut it out and you get it all cut out, you can go back and trim a little bit off of it. And you'll notice this part of my scissors is just going up and down. It's not moving this way. I'm actually just turning the cardstock. Okay, and you're just going to go all the way around till you come back around. The leaves, you can also put a different color and make them green, but I just left them to be against this green background right here. And then these little swirly pieces, they just get stuck to the frame. All the way around it, I used the tiny glue bottle with the Cosmic Shimmer in it, and then I just added raspberry colored crystals, and then added this little bow of glimmer ribbon in that hot pink, and then Hello Friends from our pink We're Together dazzle stickers. It comes in 2 sheets. One of the sheets, we've noticed that the greetings are more like, they're more vertical, kind of up and down, and then the other ones are longer, thinner greetings, and they're more horizontal, okay? So yeah, I just put hello friends there and just made that simple card with this really stunning rose on it. All right, you guys, we've showed you lots of different ways to use these stepper cards. I think they're just brilliant. You can either go really simple with them, or you can just go way out. Don't forget to participate in our giveaway by leaving a comment and subscribing to our YouTube channel. And yeah, we would love to give you this card. It would be great. Definitely participate in that. The money saver for this, you guys, is on the right-hand side of the screen. Definitely check that out. Paulette loves to put extra little goodies with that money saver. And let's see, what else can I tell you? Oh yeah, all the items are listed down below the video. If you're watching us on our Paper Wishes webisode page, if you're watching us on YouTube, just look below the video in the description box and there's a link there that will take you to this webisode page. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you in the next one.